Hey folks, how's it going? Welcome back to Season 2, Episode 4, my trapping season. This will be the last video of my trapping season for this year. I haven't been on YouTube for a while, haven't posted anything for a while, and there's two reasons for that. The first reason is I had a lot of issues with my GoPro, had audio issues. I bought several other external mics and components, but I think I got one that's working now, so hopefully that's straightened out. The main reason, though, that I haven't been on here is my wife has a pretty serious health issue, and she took a turn for the worse, and for like a straight month, that's all we dealt with. So, had to pull my line early. No big deal to me on that. I mean, my wife trumps trapping, so took care of her. So I don't have a whole lot of footage. The footage I do have of actual catches, hopefully I have a couple cable restraint catches to show you. So coming up in this video, the cable restraint catches I have, I actually filmed on my wife's phone. I didn't destroy that, so that's a plus. So, and I also have some daylight videos after the catches to show you the actual catch location, to show you those. And then I have, I did a little video just playing around with the camera with the new mic. Hopefully it turns out. And I showed some of the stuff on locations after the season was over. I went and videoed a location for you, and just to show you how, and I learned this myself, that literally a few feet can make a big difference. The one location, I caught some canines just because the ground was a couple inches higher on one side of a road compared to the other side. Well, it's actually a four-wheeler trail on one side than the other. The one side that was a couple inches higher stayed dry, and I made some catches. The other side was just a couple inches lower, flooded out, and I had no activity. And then I show you another location to where just a few feet off the trail had no action whatsoever, really. I caught a possum, I believe, but got a quick video of that. And then we'll come back here and we'll wrap things up, and I'll tell you what's coming up for the summer and for next season, hopefully. Alright, let's go out in the line. This is my first ever double on foxes. I caught two possums earlier this morning. This is on my wife's phone. I'm hoping this is coming out. My camera is shot out a little bit. So, got one gray there. It's cold, and I got another gray down here. So you can see where he was bedded down right there. Must have just been sleeping or something before I came here. That's the only way that would be completely like that. So this is basically just a little trail. I don't know if you can tell, just a tiny trail that came through this brush right through here. Caught both of them. Awesome. My first ever double. Alrighty, well, it's actually been a while since I've caught anything, and came up here this morning. I think I got my first coyote in a cable restraint. I got another cable right up here. I better take a peek. I'm still filming with my wife's phone. So I'm doing the best I can here. I have another cable right there. Got my first coyote in a cable restraint. Not sure about the quality. Definitely, it's a younger coyote, but first coyote in a cable restraint. Not all rubbed up. I've heard some people saying that they're getting rubbed up, but I can't see anything rubbed up on it. I think I got it on the waist though. I'm making my loops too big. If you do cable restraints, make your loops smaller than what you think. It's amazing what they can slip through, especially like gray fox and stuff. So I suggest making your loop smaller than, way smaller than 10 inches. So I'm going to dispatch this coyote. It's raining. If I ruin my wife's camera, I could be in bigger trouble here. I mean, ruin her phone though. So, first coyote in a cable restraint. Just got it. Somebody put an old four-wheeler trail through here, basically, a long time ago during hunting season. So, get this guy dispatched and get out of here and keep moving on down the line. All right, thanks for watching. Hope this video is coming out good. Morning everybody. Here's a little bit better view of where I caught the coyote and the cable restraint. I'd like to get back here and remake another set. Basically it's just a goldenrod field. Someone drove their four-wheeler or side-by-side through here probably back in buck season something, and I just put a cable on each side. So I'll walk up here. Excuse me. I have another cable right here hanging right there. I think my loop is too big. It's probably 8 inches or so. But I haven't inspected my cable or anything yet. See how it does, how it did. This is one of the ones I made. I gotta get this thing out of the ground today sometime. But that was the 1x19 cable. And I don't see any chew marks on it at all really, so it performed really well. I caught a coyote directly behind me, and basically it was just a set of four-wheeler tracks through some goldenrod, and put cable on each one and picked up a coyote. And then I came back today and reset another cable restraint, and I'm making my loop smaller. So I'm going to about an 8-inch loop on my cables for coyotes, because I had maybe about a 10-inch loop, and I made basically a chest catch on it. And I don't know how they get through it for real, but they do. And my brother also had the same incident. He made a chest catch on a coyote with about an 8 or 9-inch loop. So I'm making them smaller. So I'm going to show you the actual trail through here, and then I'll take you and show you the rabbit trail. Thanks for watching. Okay, so here's the basically a set of four-wheeler trails through the goldenrod. Basically what all it is the coyotes, they'll take the path of least resistance. Coyotes, fox, whatever, possums. Actually, I caught a possum in a fox snare right down there yesterday, so I remade that one as well. So I caught the coyote in this trail right here on down farther, so I remade just put up another cable right here, hanging right there. It's about 8 inches off the ground to the bottom. My loop's only about 8 inches big now, and I have another cable right down that trail as well. So if they're wanting to come through this field, more than likely they're going to run down this path at least for a short ways. So worked once, I hope it works again. Alright, I'll take you and show you where I cut the grays now in the daylight. Okay, so here's a daylight photo of where I caught the 2 grays. I'm just going to walk down here. I don't like putting a lot of scent, but I'm just going to walk down here just to show you. I still have a cable hanging right here, and pretty much they're just gray in color. I'm going to turn that a little bit here. The weather's been changing back and forth. So I got a cable hanging right here on this little rabbit trail, and on down here. This would be an ideal spot right here where everything bottlenecks in here, but we can't have any entanglements whatsoever. And I had 1 gray right here, so this area was destroyed. But on down here farther, it bottlenecks in, so I hung another cable here. And right there is where I had the other gray that got away from me. And I'll take you down here, I'll show you the trail continuing on through. Now right here I got to block this in a little more, because they could just come and put their nose here and bump through, so I got to put another stick or so there. So I'll do that before I leave here. So I still don't know how this gray got out of this area. Don't know. I don't know how it got out of this cable. It was a perfect catch. And the rabbit trail just continues down through there, if you can see it. And I could probably get another cable down there or so, but I got to keep things for speed checking in the morning. I still got to go to work in the morning, so. All right, out here I'm going to block this off a little more and hope for the best tomorrow. Hey folks, how's it going? It is March the 1st. And I'm just out here showing a couple of my set locations. Some that worked, some that didn't work. This is one set location that did work for me. I got four-wheeler trail going down through there, and I ended up catching three canines, 2 coyotes and 1 gray fox right here. There's a little bit of scat right there right now, but trapping season's over. My traps are all pulled. And I just want to show a few location things, stuff that worked, stuff that didn't, like I said already once. So this set worked, and it is actually up on a little hump here. I don't know if you can see it in the video, but it's maybe like 6 to 8 inches higher right here than down here on the trail. So that one worked and connected, and it was messed with some more. I also had a set right over here, just directly across the trail here, and it just got flooded out. So it's just a couple inches lower, and all it got was flooded constantly. So I think that something's been digging here since the season. I pulled these traps a while ago. My wife, like from the intro, my wife had some health issues. It looked like something might have been digging there and digging there a little bit. You can see I got a hunk of bamboo here that I had some lure and stuff in, but basically this set got flooded out and never connected, never even got messed with during the season. So I'm not sure if something was digging there or not. So even when you're on location, sometimes depending on which side of the road you're on can make a difference. And just a few inches of grade, I'm learning that stuff. A lot of stuff I'm just constantly learning. So that's one little tip for you. Watch out for the grade, and if something could flood. When I first set this set right here, it was nice and dry. A couple weeks later, it was nice and wet. So I'm going to continue on down this trail right here. I'm going to show you a set that didn't work really at all. On down this trail, I know that things traveled here. I found scat through the season. I saw tracks during the winter time. And the only reason that I left these sets here was because I had to walk by them to check those sets that were being somewhat productive right up here. I see some trash up here I got to pick up. But I don't think that these sets worked because I set them right over here on these pine trees, on the edge of these pine trees. And it's literally like maybe 10 to 15 yards off the trail. The trail is still downwind of them, but I caught one possum here throughout the whole season, and that's the only time these sets were even messed with. So I'm about 15 yards maybe off the trail. I had a flat set right here that was never messed with at all. And right here I had a dirt hole that I caught a possum in, but I never had any other activity here. The bait was never ripped out of the hole, no tracks, nothing. Even in the snow I had no tracks. So just being off that trail by 15 yards, I think, made a difference. Well, folks, that's the last chunk of the line for this year. Hopefully you enjoyed that. Coming up in the summer months, I'm going to try to do a few videos on what I think about equipment, what I've learned over the last couple years. I'm going to show some videos on what I think about traps, stakes, show a video of my remake kit. Some people have asked a few questions for me to show some stuff. And if you want to see something specifically, I'll try to do my best to show you. And so that's coming up in the summer, hopefully. And then coming up in hopefully in the archery season, I bought this little camera off of eBay for like 115 bucks. Little Canon thing here. This camera will give me the opportunity to zoom in on some stuff, and I'm going to try to do an archery video and get it posted up. I've videoed some archery stuff with my GoPro, but it has no zoom capabilities, and they just don't turn out too well. The GoPros are great for close-up, so if you want close-up video, the GoPros are great, but this thing supposedly zooms in. We'll see how it works. It's not, I mean, it's only 100 some bucks, so hopefully it'll do a nice little archery video. Probably be a doe, be me shooting a doe, but that's all right. I'm gonna try my best. So hopefully enjoyed this season. Sorry again, I didn't have a lot of videos posted, but maybe next season the Lord will bless me and I'll be able to trap all season, and my wife will be healthy, and just keep driving on. All right. So thanks for watching. Thanks for all the good comments and stuff, and hopefully I'll see you next year out here.